What's going on? Good evening, everybody. Good evening, my ladies and gentlemen, especially to my gentlemen. Hope y'all having a good day today. If you're new, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn that post notification bell for more videos like this. With that being said, let's get into the video. Good, everybody. Today we'll be talking about self-pity on behalf of self-love. So I got my notes here talking about self-love, right? And so this is one of the biggest things that people are currently facing right now in the world. It's particular with men as far as like the reason being for committing crimes or for doing wrong or just doing chaotic things which have affected them in the past, based on how they was hardwired due to the environment or the way people treated them, etc., etc. So we'll be going over the self-love and the definitions and verses and different things that are different factors that causes the people to not have self-love. So what is self-love? Self-love is a state of appreciation for oneself that grows from actions that support our physical, psychological, and spiritual growth. Meaning that, hey, like the physical side is like, are you a person that's cutting yourself, or you're a person that's hurting yourself, or having other people try to hurt you, or, did you let go? Reveal like it can be anything. It can be weight gain or weight loss or anything. Like anything that's causing physical damage to you. But mainly it's physical damage. It's not necessarily about what I just said, but psychological, like, did you face something that just affected your life differently? Did you face something that you didn't think you was gonna face, or was it a certain challenge that came upon you and you didn't know how to handle it, and you feel like, hey, like, I'm going down, I don't know how I feel, this and that. That's the psychological part. And then the spiritual part, of course, is about God, or overall, pretty much, do you have love or not? That's all it is. But anyway, I just had to break that down to give kind of a better idea or better understanding as to my notes, because pretty much I'm summarizing, I wrote down the summary, but I'll be saying more, like go more into depth with it. So an example is you're taking care of yourself that will provide benefits towards your life, which can self-satisfy you. Meaning that you are doing something that you are taking care of yourself to the point where life is happy, life is all good, you have your regular daily routines, you're doing everything right. And because you're doing all these things right, that's what puts you into the positive mood to be able to talk to people, or to able to even be mingling with people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of, it's a bunch of negativity that goes on, and you never know, what a person is facing. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hold something over that person's head, or you don't, some people just have the self-love, some people don't. So one of the verses that touch out to me the most, well, that I feel like, that could be more beneficial to the people, is Proverbs 19, chapter 19, verse 8. Whoever gets sense loves his own soul. He who keeps understanding will discover good. I'm going to say it again. Whoever gets sense loves his own soul. Meaning whoever gets the sense, like the thought that be able to differentiate from fake and, what's real, between the real and the fake, loves his own soul. Meaning that when he now finds out about the real and the fake, this person is able to like really love themselves, genuinely. They don't have to worry about looking at things anymore or trying to compare their life to certain things in which, it may not be true most of the time. He who keeps understanding will discover good, meaning that if the person understands, for example, like some on TV, let's say you see a particular thing on TV, like, sorry, my nose, but anyway, let's say like is there some on TV, like a specific clothing or something, right? And so there's a clothing that shows reflective, like a reflective shirt or reflective design on that clothing or whatever. So you go on TV and you see like how well, the reflective is during like with a flashlight, with the lights off, during the advertisement. Be like, hey, buy this shirt, this, and that, and it's very vibrant and show all the colors with it. So it's like the person get it and be like, oh, I really like this shirt. It's gonna make me feel this way or that way, or I like the way how they did the lighting, or I like the way, this looks. And you go to buy this shirt thinking that, oh, it's going to have the same effect on me, and then it turns out that it don't, and it's just not a good feeling to cherish something that's not even worthy of anything, other than yourself. So, yeah, that's that. And it's those who understand how things work will discover good sooner than later. The moment you realize something is not right or something that's, that can be off and, it's not what it seems. And then you have to take, you take a break from it and realize that, hey, like, things are good, I'm on good terms with myself. But the real world example, thinking that materialistic things will show the world that you love yourself, but deep down there's no love in yourself. People only show what they want you to see, rather than them showing them like them true selves. They rather show what they want you to see, but behind doors they don't want to show you who they really are. Comparison without knowing what's real can lead to many doubts of oneself and could spread to others doing better, such as jealousy and envy. Don't compare yourself to people. Do not compare yourself to people. It is one of the worst things you can do is, compare yourself to people to where you see people like you idling them, like, ooh, oh, like, or you walking down the street and, a person they don't have nothing on nice, and they see another person something on nice. Shoot, it could be two things. It can be either they could look at them wrong and try to be jealous or talk down on them, or they will try to get a group of people and be like, hey man, like, call us some homies or something, some ops maybe, and be like, hey, like, let's get this fool. You know what I'm saying? He got his chains on, he got this, that on, he got a lot on, and he a bit flashy. And they go find a way to go try to get you, and then, take it. That's another thing of not having self-love, because you compare yourself to other people, and it just ain't the way, in my opinion. So I had an experience to where, right, that I remember I was like 17, 18 years old at the time, and I was out with my sister's ex-husband. So I was out with him and, his kids and stuff like that, love my family. But I remember it was like these shoes that I wanted or whatever, or it was something that I wanted. And then me not having a job, and I feel like, I watching all this TV, watching Instagram, watching all these movies and stuff like that, and I compare my life to other people so much to the point where I literally cried, bro. Like, my mom, just it was just, you know what I'm saying, wrong timing, not being able, not financially capable of, getting the things that I want to get, or I'll be able to do the things I want to do at the time. So, I was still at school at the time, of course, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I wanted them or whatever, and I was like, I was just, I was a little frustrated that my dad wasn't, in my life or whatever to try to do those particular things. Now I'm doing far well than I was, in the past and things like that. Like, I just develop over time. But yeah, I just cried, and then it was just like, I just felt real bad that day. I felt like the world was just crashing down on me because I'm not at a certain level by a certain age or whatever. And that's one of the toxic things about, the US, like they do these little movies and do these little acts and have people thinking that, you're supposed to have this and that, everybody's supposed to be at this age and that age, you're supposed to have this and that, rather than building that self-love first, finding that true passion at what you want to do, and then you move or you make moves on your life accordingly to make it go your way, or to make it get out of it is basically what I'm getting at. Just get out of it, whatever it is that you want, or whatever it is that you're trying to acquire, or a specific goal or something, right? So yeah, it just got to me, and I was just like, hell, just get my own job or whatever. Got my own job, and then it's just like, hey, pay the bill time or whatever. I wasn't making much money, and so just quit the job until, I graduated, whatever. And then, everything else was, history. I worked hard, and I just finally left my own town, man, but it's definitely a learning experience on self-love for real, because one of the things that learning to, or be on the journey of self-love, is that it's going to put you through a lot of situations, going to put you through a lot of trials and tribulations, journeys. You're going to be opening up new experiences, new ideals about life, and new ways on things, But yeah, so I was looking at this website called dishabarat.org/dangerous-of-self-pity with the slash. So according to that website of dishabarat.org, these are the reasons why living in self-pity / not having self-love could ruin self-love, or self-pity could ruin self-love, I should say. The number one reason is the cloudy perspective. Cloudy perspective can have an individual dwell on thoughts and not focus on the problem in many scenarios. The problem being that there's some event that's terribly happened to focus on the problem and seeking solutions. So to clarify, what I just said. So let's say you have a problem with like a friend or something. Like you have a problem with a friend, and the friend just randomly just goes off on you or whatever. Instead, like, you have this clouded perspective of like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this situation. I ain't never been, through this before, this and that. Instead of just trying to see about how you can identify the problem, see what's going on, or see if the person is like, could possibly be hating, or the person that can possibly be something wrong with them, or anything, or it can actually be a problem, and it's best to just talk it out in the situation. But we're not talking about that though. But I'm just saying, like, just giving ideas on that to kind of have a better idea on how to get through the humps of the self-pity and going towards self-love instead. The number two problem is becoming ungrateful, not being appreciative of the things that are currently there. What I mean is that the things currently there mainly are you being able to do basic life routines such as walking, talking, breathing, etc. Being grateful will teach you a lot. Being grateful can definitely bring you a long way. Being grateful is just it's a wonderful thing, and and based off that situation, when I told you when I was 18, like, that dad and nothing like that, they have a fall in my life or whatever, and I want, say it was things that that I wanted, and I thought too fast and tried to grow up too fast, because I didn't have it, and I didn't, and I had that humbleness, like that hustle in me or try to develop this self-love to where I don't allow myself to go below a certain point in life, or to, go below just a certain standard of living, because I've always tried to carry myself at a higher standard than what I was. I mean, I've always been mature for my age, like my entire life. I've been, just been above it, but yeah. So yeah, it's one of them things where you always want to be grateful, be mindful of the things that you do have, like you got your legs, your arms, you're able to talk, breathe. If you're able to do those things, then you're able to make a change. I guarantee you, everybody has a possibility to make a change. But the only difference is if you stay stagnant or if you go down because of a certain situation or something that you feel like that's impossible. I mean, do you think that a lot of things are impossible? Me personally, I don't think nearly anything is impossible. All you gotta do is just put your mind to it, your heart in it, and with the right amount of grind, you'll get there. Number 3, this part here, I have experience, and I have a whole different thing. The number 3 thing to why self-pity or not having self-love, the consequences that come out of it is it ruins relationships. People can help for a while until you're constantly having an ongoing problem. People can help for a while until you're constantly having an ongoing problem. What I mean about an ongoing problem is like you pretty much always having this doubt, you always never happy, you always feel like, you gotta do this and do that, and you go to tell your people about it, whatever. And it's like, how much can they take? You know what I'm saying? Before you get yelled at, they're like, get out of my face, or like, I don't want to hear that today, or be like, I'll talk to you later, bye, whatever. You have those people like that because it's like they try what they could, and then it's like they don't want to come around it. Like the average person don't want to come around really no negativity like that. I mean, you do have some people that do, but a lot of times they don't. They They like, you know, enjoyment, you know, peace, you know, stuff like that. Man, if you do hang around people like that, like they like to hear them problems and stuff, you best believe. Drama. But you know, so and by the way, again, their site is dishabarat.org/dangerous-of-self-pity. If you think I'm lying, look it up. That's why I gave you the website. But anyway, so we going on to the 10 signs of lacking self-love. So according to psych2go.net, -10-signs-u-lack-self-love/ which I will put it in the description so that way you can look at it yourself and kind of go based on, you know, what I'm saying. So these are the 10 signs, ideally based on what I think is the root cause, and then where those 10 signs all link to. So the first sign is hiding true self from others. The second is overanalyzing behavior. The third is having the fear of others judging. The fourth is treat mental and physical health poorly. Number 5 is feeling inferior to others. Number 6 is too hard on yourself. Number 7 is lack of confidence. Number 8 is need excessive affirmation and attention. Number 9 is having difficult and unstable relationships. And number 10, settle for less. So, as I mentioned earlier, these signs that I've just named, it all goes back into comparing yourself to other people that's higher than you, or ideally that's higher to you in, you know what I'm saying, in your eyes, because levels is all, you know, different or subjective to other people. So when you hide yourself, when you hide your true self from other people, you tell other people, hey, like, there's a particular person that I want to be like, or the lifestyle that I like, you know, to follow, and I admire that so much, and I try to be like them, and so I'm gonna just live my life in a lie, which a lot of people want to see through it, especially fellas. Women see through that shit.
Game
so
over.
I don't know what to tell you. You gotta find some stuff that you like and change the people that, you know, that's around you in your circle. Don't change yourself, change the people that's around you. Got that quote from what's that movie? From Dollar Bill with Bernie Mac and AJ something. Anyway, yo, so I had Bernie Mac in them and the guy named AJ. And Diamond told her cousin at the end that don't let the money change, you know, don't let the money change you or whatever. You make the money, but don't let the environment change you. You change what's in your environment, right? Or change the people that's around you. Another thing is the overanalyzing behavior, meaning that you overanalyzing or you overthinking about what you did wrong and the reason why, and you thinking that, hell, yeah, what you did wrong, and try to find different ways on how you can fix it. You know, don't worry about what don't come and what comes your way or whatever. Just focus on you becoming a better person and loving yourself, and then everything else is going to fall in place. Trust and believe. I did it. And I'm still doing it now. Having a fear of others judging. Don't worry about them people. Are they paying your bills? Are they helping you in any kind of way? Do they even love themselves? You ain't got nothing to worry about. I mean, hell, you know, they ain't give birth to you. Why worry about them? Treat mental and physical health poorly. The mind follows, you know, the body follows, I said it wrong. The body follows the mind. You know, if anything going on, you know, I say go talk to your counselor or something. I'm not a counselor, all right? I'm just a person that helps people with bad character or low character, or that feel like they need some improvement with their character to they can see the world, you know, in a better perspective to where they can go out and be great or do whatever they do in life and have fun, you know, without living a life of self-pity. That's what I do. So I don't do the counseling, you know, anything that's going on outside of that, you know, or any kind of tragic event, I don't do the counseling. I just want to help people with character and helping them become a better person and helping them get up out their shell to have fun in life or enjoy the things that they enjoy. Feeling inferior to others. You worrying about what other people to think about you, or you just feel like, you know, you feel intimidated. Like I said, this is an open world. Do what you do, live your life, you know, and yeah. Too hard on yourself. I was too hard on myself once in my life, and I'm gonna tell you something, it is not a good feeling. You know, if you feel like you're too hard on yourself, just sit back, take a break, and then analyze or try to find a way or find a reason why you're so hard on yourself. You know, I mean, it can be hard, you know, to sit up to think about it, but, you know, just ask yourself, is these reasonable goals, or is this something that's, you know, really worthy? Is this something that's really just feasible at the moment, or do I have too much on my plate? Do I have to shorten some stuff? Do I have to long some stuff? Just ask yourself questions. You know, it's gonna help. It's gonna help. And it's gonna help develop that self-love. Lack of confidence. Confidence just means you have no experience. You know, you have lack of understanding how things work, which I advise to do some deep searching to find out how things work and practice them in the field, look at percentages, all of that. Need excessive affirmation and attention. Like I said, you don't love yourself, or you just need that extra validation, which I advise you to put focus on trying to change yourself and love yourself more than worrying about outside factors and what they think and things like that, which you trying to pretty much compare your life to everybody else, which I'm just going over breaking it down to you, giving examples. Next, having difficulty in unstable relationships. Meaning that you having a difficult time just trying to keep things together due to the fact that it's what you're putting out into the world or putting out to the people that makes the people want to run away from it. That's having a difficult and unstable relationship. It's going to make people run away from you because you're sitting up putting out things that are nearly impossible, or that's nearly like it's not a really reality. You know, they think you're not living a reality or whatever. They think you live in some damn punk fantasy world or whatever that's made up, you know. But yeah, so settle for less, meaning that say, hey, like, you know, I don't have this and that. I'm settled for less. I'm dumbing down. You know, I can't prepare myself right now. However, I feel like if I just settle for something less, then hopefully one day something just going to pop out of the air, which is not the case. So, conclusion, don't compare your life to others. You know, be kind, be true to yourself, be kind to other people. If you don't have that self-love yet, you know, I suggest just try to seek it as much as possible. You know, take a break from a lot of things. Take a break from the media. Take a break from, you know, everything for a while. I didn't say stop doing it. I said take a break. You know, and see what it is that's missing. See what's wrong. See the pros and cons about yourself or whatever, or your expectations and whatever cons that you have. Just do some searching, you know, do some searching and understanding on how things are, you know, really work, and then those cons should be able to go away, and you'll have less cons and more pros, and then that's what's going to most likely help you get to that self-love. All right, you guys, if you have forgotten everything that I said, I would say this: if you've forgotten anything that I said, I want you to compare your life to a cake. Materialistic things is the icing on the cake. Suppose as to self-love is the ingredients of the cake. So if people come to you and, you know, they want to try you out, you know, or try to see what you're about, see, you know, if you're a good person or whatever, if they slice that cake and get a taste of it, you know, the cream may be good, but if that ingredient is off, trust me, all those 10 things that I just listed, you know, the signs of lacking self-love due to self-pity, that's when a lot of things are going to crumble. Your world is going to fall apart. So, in the comment section, tell me what you think about the video. Tell me if you like it, dislike it. Was it a good wording? Or was it something that's, you know, that's inspiring? And yeah, I thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you're new, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn the post notification bell. Talk to me in the comment section. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.